Cunnington here, and I'm finally doing my live stream today. So I'm in the middle of the five-figure niche site launch, and I'm doing a lot of email support, welcoming in the new students for this time around. And that takes a lot of the day, of course. And I was about to do the live stream, like. On my laptop, and in fact I was going to go outside. It's a beautiful day. We may go outside in a second anyway. You can see the sun shining, just super nice out there. So I got my laptop, brought my little laptop stand here. I was going to put it on the patio out there, and then for some reason my camera on my MacBook there was not working with Google Hangouts. Like, it worked with Skype. I did a call last night with Matt Diggity and Brendan Tully that I'll publish sometime in the future. And then this morning I did an interview with the guys from Income School, Jim and Ricky. And my camera works. Like, I do live streams often. Welcome, folks that are joining up, by the way. If it's your first time on, welcome. Doug Cunnington here from Niche Site Project. My course is out this week. Enrollment is open until Friday. It's called Five Figure Niche Site. And I didn't even put a link in the description or anything because I'm running off my phone right now because my laptop camera wasn't working. So I don't know what's up with that. I tried to restart the camera or restart the browser a couple times, Chrome. I tried to restart my computer a couple times and it just wasn't working. So just one of those things, a little frustrating at this point in the day, especially since I do these often, but what can you do? Throw the laptop out the windows, one thing that came to mind, but I do need that thing, so I'm just gonna move to my phone for today. So what questions are out there? I don't see any, chat things happening. Who do we have on? Let me know your name, where are you from? And let me know if it's the first time that you've attended a live stream or if you've been to a bunch of them. And I can tell you a little bit about my day. So last week, I went to the Converted Conference. The Converted Conference is put on by Drip, and Lead Pages is the parent company. So they Drip is email marketing automation platform. And Lead Pages is a lead generation platform. So you can capture email addresses, you can create landing pages. That's kind of their root. The roots are in landing pages. And anyway, I went to the conference. I don't use either of the products at all. But the thing is, I see we got JP on, and the person who is on often, and I don't know how to say their name, it just looks like a bunch of letters. Welcome both of you. JP is awesome. He was kind enough, he sent me an Amazon gift card the other day, which is super cool. And we got Pavel on also. Pavel, looking forward to speaking with you soon. So Pavel is a student in this enrollment period. Anyway, the thing I was going to say is I was at the conference and I don't use either of those products. However, of course, they're pushing those products. Most people actually do use those products. But when I told them that I didn't, well, first I was embarrassed and I didn't want to tell anyone that I wasn't using any of the products. But I was like the belle of the ball, right? Like, I'm the person they actually want to talk to because they are not making any money from me. So they really encouraged me to set up a demo, which I was, I'm using Aweber right now, and it was basically a Frankenstein system of other things. So I'm using Aweber, which is just dreadfully behind in any sort of automation or segmenting. I mean, they're trying to catch up. They're literally rolling out these newer, more sophisticated marketing automation aspects. They're actively rolling that out as we speak. However, the thing is, it's really slow going, and they are sort of they're putting new things into their legacy system. So like things don't always work how they should because they're still working at the kinks. Where Drip is like a workflow automation system, and they are developing it actively, but they started it from the ground up to work like how it's supposed to. So just from that aspect, Drip is very attractive. Went through the demo today, and I would only use like a fraction, like off the bat, I would only use a fraction of the capabilities that they have. But like I'm probably launching a new course in a different area from niche sites in just later on this year, like probably in December. And I'll want to segment my list. So I'm sending like niche site, Amazon site to certain people, and like other topic, probably like productivity and project management oriented stuff to this other area. So just the segmentation stuff is cool. So I talked to the Drip people today. Very cool. They're super nice. I'd have like an account manager and someone looking out for me, trying to help me. They actually help you migrate everything over, which was like the biggest thing. I didn't even look around for any other companies because the migration scares me. I don't want to like move all the emails over and like reformat and all that stuff. But they'll literally do all that for you at no additional charge. So anyway, that was one thing I did today, and I see some folks in the chat. Again, Pavel, I am pumped to start working with you, and we have the person told me their name, but it's Ognigen. Okay, where are you from, Ognigen? And Tony is on. My man Tony is saying, guys, if you're still on the fence about a 5-figure niche site, you highly recommend it. You'll have a full review on my last video. Thanks, man. Really appreciate it, Tony. And we should catch up. I haven't talked to you in a little while, so things are well over there. And XCNet is on too. Welcome, XCNet. I haven't seen you on in a little while, but it's good to have you on. And Ognigen is from Bosnia, and I'm sure I'm not pronouncing your name right, and I'm sorry about that. There are letter combinations which I'm not used to putting those all together. All right. So the cool thing with the Drip, like I'll move my Aweber stuff over to Drip, or someone will, not me. Move that over. I have like a super simple, autoresponder series, because in Aweber, that's kind of all you can do is like just autoresponder, and then after that, you can send broadcast emails. Anything more complex than that, you have to like set up a different list, and you end up getting double charged for subscribers and all this mess. So I left that behind, and I just have a simple autoresponder. So you migrate over, and the cool thing is because of like me going to Converted and then having like a certain number of subscribers, they'll like give me a Lead Pages subscription for 1 year at no charge, because they obviously know the lifetime value of like a customer with an email list is a lot. So it'll end up being, like $125 a month or $150 a month just for the email list stuff. And then Lead Pages, I think, is about $50 a month. So if you put that together, that's, several $100s a year I'm getting for the Lead Pages subscription. So I just get that for 1 year, but it's cool. It's enough to get me over. And the great part is Lead Pages will, replace Opt-in Monster. That will replace the little bit of Sumo that I'm using, like Sumo Me, that tool. And it'll also serve as like a way to create landing and sales pages, which hopefully will get me all the way away from Thrive, which if you watched some previous videos over the last several weeks, I've had major struggles with the Thrive Content Builder and the Thrive Architect, the new Architect, and it's just abysmal to use. I can't wait to not have that a part of my workflow at all. And I constantly remind people that if you do hear someone recommend Thrive, you should check to see if they're an affiliate. I could almost guarantee that they're an affiliate, or they're, literally, friends with the company. So, okay, cool. That's enough about me and Thrive. I am looking forward to getting over to Lead Pages, and, with any, or like Lead Pages and Drip, and with any luck, nothing will go wrong. It'll also give me the opportunity to clean up my autoresponder series, of which there are, there's a lot of emails in there, and it'll give me a chance to go back to, this is pathetic, listen to this. So I've been blogging at Niche Site Project for it's been almost like 4 years. Yeah, it's been about 4 years. I think I got the domain in like October or November of 2013. So yeah, coming up on 4 years, and like I write better now, right? It'll be a never-ending, learning process to write and communicate better. But my early stuff was, probably me trying too hard. It was insanely like derivative of either other people, and I was probably using words that were too big. But, at this point, some of the people that I was like emulating and copying, unfortunately, I wasn't copying word for word, but I was, like, again, very derivative of other people's writing. Like, I may have like surpassed where they were at, or improved as like a communicator and writer beyond them. So like, I need to go back and put it in my own voice that I have now. So, and Kent, I saw you mention, Tony says Lead Pages is amazing if you want to focus on email marketing, which I definitely do. And I've been talking about it for a long time. And, I'm really curious, Tony, because I've always felt that Lead Pages was a good solution, but I just I guess I had other pieces in place that I feel like were doing the job of what Lead Pages is supposed to do. So my feeling was that, and my thoughts around it were really that I'm getting what I need from other tools, and in fact, some of those tools are better in certain areas. But you're right, I've never actually heard anyone say, I left Lead Pages and I went to this other solution that's better. And then Kent mentions you appreciate the honesty regarding Thrive. You're welcome. I feel like the more I talk about it, the more people come out of the woodwork and mention it. If you happen to be a Thrive member and you happen to try to ever get support in one of their products, you'll see that they are like backlogged. In fact, like I bought the Thrive Content Builder as a standalone product when it first came out. Like, it may have been like early 2014. It was very early when it came out. And people were saying, oh, you need to format your pages really nice and that sort of thing. And, I tried it, and it was really hard to, work with that tool. Even then, it's not any better now. It's a little bit worse, I think. And the thing is, if you buy a standalone product, you get 1 year of technical support. Now, the thing is, I don't have the technical support anymore. So when I had trouble, when I was working on the sales page for Five Figure Niche Site, just like change a couple of dates, a couple of prices and stuff like that, I couldn't do it. I couldn't make edits, and it basically froze up. I couldn't edit it. And I was like, oh no, what am I going to do? So I paid money to like be able to get technical support, and it took them like 3-ish days to get back to me, which was too long for me, especially as a paying customer trying to get support. So I just asked for a refund, and hopefully I can move off that platform. So, and Tony mentions that several people in communities that Tony's in had issues with Architect came out, and it crashed people's sites. Now, I haven't heard that specifically, but I did observe a launch from another like online course in the same space that I'm in, where I think they're friends with like Sean over at Thrive. I think they're friends, and they're big Thrive pushers, and they push Thrive all over the place. They really encourage people to use it. I'm pretty sure their sales page and launch links didn't work and stuff like that. They sent a second email out. They sent out a few emails in a day, or 2 emails in a day, and the second one was like hey, we've heard people have had major issues. You click on links and nothing happens. People are trying to view their sales page. Like that definitely is something to be afraid of. And that's, one reason why I want to get the hell off of Thrive. So, all right. Any questions about the course? The sales page at fivefigurenichesite.com is long. It is extremely long. I can't believe how long it actually is, but I go through tons of information, case studies. There's actually some educational material in there. So even if you don't want the course or something like that, there's still some tips and, some things you could learn there. But if there are any questions, please feel free to ask now. I can continue talking, but after having the technical issues with my laptop, I wasn't super happy about the camera not working. So I'm not sure what's up with that. Okay, and Ben says, "Hey, you bought the course? Awesome! Congratulations! I'm really looking forward to working with you." And you wonder about the group sessions. What times are those usually? Okay, it varies. I will schedule them starting in the second week or so. And typically they're going to be like a Monday or Tuesday around like 10 a.m. to noon Mountain Time, which is GMT -6 or 7, depending on daylight savings time and all that. Daylight saving time. Is that right? So the thing is, they are roughly 6 hours before this current time right now. I haven't scheduled it, and I do try to consider like where people are located in the world, because I may schedule like some in the morning for like the first half of them, like the first 4, and then the next 4 I may schedule like in the evenings. Just to give some variation. I may do like 2 and 2 or something like that, but I do try and do it on a Monday or Tuesday, and then place the meetings sort of earlier in the day. I'm sort of slightly flexible, and I do try and vary the times just a bit, or at least mix it up a little bit. Okay, and Pavel says that my morning times would be good because your time zone is New York +7. Okay. All right, and Ben, yeah, I think I remember you emailed me. So you said it's like 4 a.m., but that's cool, whatever it takes. So, and so, like, there are a few, like I said, I do try and vary the times, but the way we handle it, Ben, is I will, like, you have the email address, and as you have questions, especially in your time zone, I had someone in, I think they were in Thailand somewhere, right? And a couple people in that same time zone, maybe in like South Korea as well. But if you just send in your questions ahead of time, I'll put them in the presentation, and I'll answer your questions as if you were there, right? So I'll answer it, and then, of course, the downside is you can't ask follow-ups as I'm giving you the answer, but of course you get the playback later, which I usually post almost immediately, so you can get to that pretty quickly. Additionally, you get an email that just has a link so you can watch the replay and see like the chat that happened when it was live. So Ben, I hope, I hope that'll be good enough. You'll be able to send in your specific questions, and then after that, you'll be able to, watch it later, and I'll try and hold some at different times. All right, and then Tihana is on. Hey, it is late there. I haven't seen you in a little while, but good to have you on. And okay, Pavel, cool. So you're pretty flexible. And Ben, you say that sounds perfect. Great. All right. Any other questions out there? I think I was going to try to like go outside, but I think the neighbors like brought out their dogs, and they're like real barky and stuff. They're smoking cigarettes, and I don't smoke cigarettes or anything, so it doesn't smell that good to me. Let me just take a peek out here, see what we got. Yeah, it's a no-go. It's a no-go out there. So maybe tomorrow. Maybe I'll go out front. Maybe I'll go out front in a second here. All right. Dan says, when do I see a surge in Amazon sales in the Christmas period? It sort of depends a little bit, but typically when November starts, things will start picking up. So like in a week, things hopefully will start picking up a little bit. And then as soon as Black Friday hits, it's a spike. It's a huge, huge difference. So once like Black Friday comes around, it's usually like very high sales up until like the 24th or so, and then it sort of drops back down to a more normal period. I do see that January is just about as high as December. My logic and rationale behind that is people get gift cards and then they spend it in January. They get gift cards for Christmas and then they spend it in January. So, Dan, do you have a site out there and you're wondering when it's going to spike for you? All right, any other questions out there? Any other questions at all? Let's see if we can kind of go out front here. We'll just go through the house. Let's see, hopefully the connection will be good. You know how that goes. And there probably will be like a bunch of people outside or something like that. Yeah, there you can see the mountains a little bit over there. That's my truck. And yeah, so I work like right over there, like behind. I can turn the camera around here. So I work like from that desk inside the window there. And then that means I see the mountains over there. I could turn the camera around that way. Yeah, so you can see the mountains over there. Oh yeah, and Tony says, yeah, it's just like blue skies and nice. Look at that. Yeah, I was talking to somebody kind of in your general area of the country. Tony was like, it's rainy and it's cold. So, yeah, this is like perfect weather here. All right, swing around. Yeah, this is like kind of perfect weather right now. It's it actually gets cool at night. It's like below freezing, and then during the day it's actually warm today. I'm wearing shorts right now. And Ben, yeah, there is a lot of skiing around here. I don't personally ski, but a lot of my friends do, and it's definitely lucky for me with this weather. And Tihana says, it's perfect timing for the new round of the course. You couldn't focus before, but now you're in, so that's awesome. That'll be good to go through around. And Tony says you had flooding yesterday. Wow, that's crazy. Hope everybody's safe over there. Okay, so I'm gonna call it a day. I have a couple things to do this afternoon. I'm part of the homebrew club here in the community, and we had a homebrew competition. This is beer, by the way. Homebrew competition in March, and the winner got to brew their beer at one of the local breweries that was hosting us. So they got to brew on a professional system. They brewed their recipe and all that stuff. I got in second place, so this guy beat me. One of my friends beat me, so I'm gonna go try his beer tonight. They're gonna open it up, tap that beer for the first time at 5. So I'm gonna go join some of my friends over there and have some pizza over at Bridger Brewing Company. Looking forward to that. And then, congratulate the guy that beat me. He did a really good job. It's a smoked porter, so I'll tell you about that tomorrow. Okay, thanks for joining me today, especially for the people where it's late. I appreciate it. And we'll catch you probably tomorrow. I'm going to be doing live streams like all this week just to say what's up, answer questions, and that sort of thing. So thanks, everyone. We'll see you later.